blay pi baro shakatup khubor jongi kadon Bosco Media Network. Kimat kiba kongsan mentakas ngi kilong. Kitbok Menteri Rang Badu Narendra Modi ya kajing rakhe Golden Jubilee jong kajing yo jela bapura ka Meghalaya. Ka Meghalaya kamdei ban klet ya ki mati ke Kongres ong uba Roni bi lengdo. Ki department ki dapenne ya ka Mariang ni dei ban board iki din jat jongki RM Kurba. Ban ya pat ba ke HNYM ban penran ya ka sorkar ya ka ba amla ban pen urlong ya ki jingdawa upai ba. Tementang ni page ki Khubor ki ba kambania. Menteri Rang Badu kari Narendra Modi mentakasngi ula ay ki kentien kitbok kit ruang ya ka jing rakhe Golden Jubilee jong ka jing yo ya ka jela bapura ka Meghalaya. Ya ka ni ka jing sedang jong ka jing rakhe jong ka jing dap san posnam jong ka jing yo ya ka jela bapura la penlong HJN Sports Complex ha Shillong. Kani ka jing rakhe kan long baro si senam lenter bat en penkut pat ya ka haka arphoi terik ukalalengkot ar hajar arpholai. Haba ay ki kentien kitbok Menteri Rang Badu Narendra Modi ulaong baka sorkar jela kan persangkat bala ban pentre kam ya ki skim joka sorkar India naga benta ka jing mentoy jong ki pat ba. Umudi ulaong baka Meghalaya kalong ka way na ki jela jong kari India ka bala pendon kam ya udron ban penpoy ya ki dawai shakitu ki jaka bakendong bat bamlaj surok.
मेघालय की विकास यात्रा को तेज करने का प्रयास किया है। विशेष रूप से बेहतर रोड, रेल और एयर कनेक्टिविटी सुनिश्चित करने के लिए केंद्र सरकार पूरी तरह से कमिटेड है। यहां के ऑर्गेनिक प्रोडक्ट्स को देश और विदेश में नए मार्केट्स मिले, इसके लिए प्राथमिकता के आधार पर काम किया जा रहा है। युवा मुख्यमंत्री कोनराड संगमा जी के नेतृत्व में केंद्रीय योजनाएं तेजी से सामान्य जन तक पहुंचाने का प्रयास है। पीएम ग्रामीण सड़क योजना, राष्ट्रीय आजीविका मिशन जैसे कार्यक्रमों से मेघालय को बहुत लाभ हुआ है। जल जीवन मिशन की वजह से मेघालय में नल से जल प्राप्त करने वाले घरों की संख्या 33% हो गई है, जबकि वर्ष 2019 तक ऐसे परिवार, यानी आज से 2-3 साल पहले की बात कर रहा हूं, ऐसे परिवार सिर्फ 1% ही थे। आज देश जब जन सुविधाओं की डिलीवरी के लिए ड्रोन टेक्नोलॉजी का बड़े स्तर पर उपयोग करने की तरफ बढ़ रहा है, तब मेघालय ने देश के उन शुरुआती राज्यों में शामिल हुआ है जिसने ड्रोन से कोरोना वैक्सीन को डिलीवर किया। ये बदलते मेघालय की तस्वीर है। भाइयों और बहनों, मेघालय ने बहुत कुछ हासिल किया है, लेकिन अभी भी मेघालय को बहुत कुछ हासिल करना बाकी है। टूरिज्म और ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग के अलावा भी मेघालय में नए सेक्टर्स के विकास के लिए प्रयास जरूरी है। मैं आपके हर प्रयास के लिए आपके साथ हूं। इस दशक के लिए आपने जो लक्ष्य रखे हैं उन्हें हासिल करने के लिए हम मिलकर काम करेंगे।
Menteri Rangba ukanrat ke sangma uba amsyam lala ban poi hakani ka sngi bakrau jong ka jela nakada wa umdan hapedeng kamet ka bakot ka bakhya ula kran shikipat ba nong song snong lengba ki kor ki bor ka jukmenta ule thuru ba kinong yalam ki sengsan hima sima bat ki sorkar ba pher kilale kat bala ban wanra ka roi ka par hapo ka jela ula ongru ba dei ban nang pen kiu shu ya ka roi ka par nang ni shakmat.
It is a great compilation of the history of the state in one coffee table book and has covered all the aspects of the state of Meghalaya. And while we remember the contribution of all our citizens to the state, I would also like to remember a dear friend, late Neil Nolan, whom we recently lost, who have brought laurels to our state and have made huge contribution to the music industry and the music society of our state. we celebrate our statehood, we should also remember late Indira Gandhi, who was the then Prime Minister, late Governor Shillong, late Captain Williamson Sangma, the first Chief Minister of our state, who had been there on the occasion of the inauguration of the statehood. While we do that, we should also celebrate the great diversity of our nation, and it reflects the greatness of our nation, where so many diverse tribes, so many diverse cultures are there, and yet we are part of this great country called India. The last 50 years have been very, very challenging for us. At the same time, a lot of work has gone in to bring the state to where it is. Many governments, many individuals, many public leaders have contributed in terms of the development of our state. We have seen great contributions being made in the road and infrastructure.
Habakran hagani ka jing rakhi dap san posnam jo ka jing yo ya ka jilla bapura usembut menteri rangba upreston tensong ulapan kenmau ba ka menteri rangba do ba menshua ka Indira Gandhi ka bala ai ka jilla bapura ya ka Meghalaya menteri rangba baningkong ka Meghalaya Captain Williamson Sangma bar udekot ba menshua jong ka yeng dor bar thau an Lok Sabha Professor Gigi Swell kilakran nakani ka jo ka jaka san posnam menshua ba ka Meghalaya kala yo ya ka jilla bapura.
In this ground, 50 years ago, Meghalaya became the 21st state of the Indian Union. Under the slogan "No Hill State, No Rest," the Hill State movement was fought through non-violent means. The perseverance of our visionary leaders and volunteers of the movement ensured the recognition and the preservation of our rich history, our culture and traditions, which not only do we hold dear but which has also helped give direction and shape.
Hakani ka sngi la yo ru ka drama ka ba kershan de ki durki ka ba pen phalang ki jingya ki yo jilla ni Hill State Movement bala pen bit pen biang da ka Arts and Culture Department. Hakani ka jingra ki ka Meghalaya de 2024 la ay ka khusna Meghalaya de Award ya uba Benedict Kemlang nyauta ya ka Utirat Singh Award na ka banta ka Visual Arts. Ya Father Charles C.H. Sangma ya ka Patogan Award na ka banta usinyang baulan no siya ka imlang salang but ya Helen Nong Tudu ya ka Ukyang nang ba Award na ka banta ki Kam ya lekay. Usembut menteri rang ba uba Preston Tensong ula pelaj pat ba rengkat bat ki he sorkar jong ka yengdak ya ka stam jong ka Meghalaya. Ya kani ka ski la penkut no de ki jingruai bala ai da ka Shillong Chamber Choir. Wena ki dekot jong ka Kongres ha Meghalaya uba Ronnie V Lungdo ula ong baka Meghalaya kamdei ban klet iki mati jong ka seng Kongres kabalawan ra ki jingroi barat ba hapo ka jilla. Ha kapaya dei bat kane uba Lungdo ula ong badai ka Kongres kabalawan ra ka school ba Northeastern Hills University ka Northeastern Indira Gandhi Regional Institute of Health and Medical Sciences ka Food Security Act ka NHIAS bat kiwei ki balalong ka jingkur khu ka bakraw ya ka jilla.
Of our 50 years of our statehood, we at the Congress would like to look back in warm retrospection of the events and initiatives that has shaped our state's existence and progress. The first initiative that ensured the preservation of our unique identity was the advent of the 6th schedule of the Constitution, which served the interests of our land and people for 20 years prior to our statehood. Of course, we got statehood 25 years, but then the Constitution came into effect only in 1952. So taking 1952 and 1972, it's about 20 years. And we cannot stress the importance of this very important piece of legislation, the 6th schedule of the Constitution. This important piece of legislation was carved out from the Constitution that came into existence in 1952, and we as citizens benefited greatly. Reverend J.J.M. Nichols Roy was one of the leaders who was instrumental in ensuring the legislation was enacted. Through this, a unique community setup was protected, a Darbar system and grassroots level governance were preserved and continue to flourish till date. The sixth schedule ensured that our land was also not alienated but also preserved and protected.
Ka-office jang Divisional Forest Officer, Social Forestry Division Riboy District, haka arpo waitrik ukalalangkot hajar arpo kala penong ya ka program Thungding Hamadan NSCA PAMSA Riboy District, kumshi benta ban shim benta ya ka jingrakhe Jubilee Ksiar ka Jylla Meghalaya. Hakate ka sngi layo ban thung kumbasan po tili ki tenrai ding. Lawan ban shim benta hakate ka program da ka Deputy Commissioner jong ka Riboy District ka kong RM Kurba kum ka kong san haka jinga don rengkat u IG haka jinga don rengkat u IAG Mathuram ubadairu u IFS Divisional Officer.
The very thought of planting a tree on this place is something very close to my heart, because this is where we celebrate all the national days. This is where we all get together and assemble every year, twice a year, to commemorate our important days of the country. And today, we stand here to commemorate our very own statehood day, which we have attained 50 years. 50 years is a long time. You know, it's almost like 2 generations. So on this day, we have to retrospect on ourselves, right? What we have done and what we can do. How we can contribute to this beautiful state of ours. It's already very beautiful. It's already got very beautiful people. It's us to make it more beautiful, to make it more meaningful, and make the future proud of us who are presently here. So you know that in our state we have this concept of planting trees, community trees, and we are very far-sighted as a community, where you see people are now going for community forestry and things like that. But actually, if you look in the past, for centuries together, you will see that our state, our people have undertaken the forestry, in the sense that we have the Laukantang, if you know. This is a concept which our forefathers have passed on to us, and show that the importance of planting trees, of keeping our water source, keeping them vibrant, and ensuring that the future generation will get the water that they need. It's very important for the young children. We keep on saying that it's very important for all of us to protect our water source. And if all of us come together today and identify the water source for our own village, we will ensure that, if all of us are serious, if all of us do not be covered by greed or desire to destroy, we will all work together and protect the trees that we have, which our forefathers have already planted for us, and it's us to protect, and for us also to go ahead and plant more trees.
Kumshi benta ban persya ya kajing bamla ka Sorkar Jylla ban penurlong ya kajing angnut ki patba ban penbetno ya uput usam ka Jylla haswa ban rakhe ya kajing dapsan posnam ka Jylla kumbala kran da Deputy Chief Minister ka Jylla uba Prestun Tensong ka seng HNYM kala penlong da kajing ya patba kabala sedang nadu maulai Shapolo ter shadu Malki Point. Hakani ka jingat patba gidukot ka seng HNYM kilara yaki plakat harengkat ki kentin penrem ya ka Sorkar Jylla. Menta ka sngi baka Jylla ka rakhe ya ka jingdap san posnam jong ka jingyo ya ka Jylla Meghalaya Bapura ka seng Neutrap Integrated Territorial Organization Jowai area kala jingo eki office jong ki breu shimet ki bala penlong tre hakum kani ka sngi bakrau jong ka Jylla. Kidukot jong ka seng haba kila syam baki ni ki jakatre kam ki ple ki kentu ya ki baki de ban khang no hakum kani ka sngi bat makiru ki kongu e ki jingker pat jong ka seng.
Ka wakil belakang Neutrap Integrated Territorial Organization yang Jawa area te aga jingsno tilang mo Sorkar Meghalaya ini jinga khedap sanpausnam nani ka Golden Jubilee wanle ya surprise checking po Jawa town te the chairman wa M ki office ki wa le kala wa ASHA yang dia jingga ke Shillong yang July yang ini, the one ini, the inspection ini, the surprise checking, the pakam ini, the event le, kalau dia mut kelas yang ini tetap olasan house nama tu, tangwa milen atau apa, bosan ki kampuran ki kamjam, nang bon mahal tinggal, the kata le. Kadang kajing ya di yang di long suai ini kiri yo yang hill state yang ini kadang kamu ya di kadang perang di ile yo bon identiti jadi kadang bahas sorry yang design sorry kamu yo kiri ya di dan next kamu ini sekemat lah hewan diwa di sini diwa engkang dua apa state bahwa MKM di seni kaya yang dikawal ini buan minum hikmat yang mesti yang ini dengan sekarang bahwa kibina itu mesti lagi yang yo ini dunia bahaya yang mesti yang ini dan itu nanti boleh sebut dan yang mesinnya ikut beliau ya orang dulu yang nyerap nyusung hampir Meghalaya dan buat unjuk di jet dulu dua
Kahnyautrap Integrated Territorial Organization sengkmi mentakasgi kalapan skem sekawe kasnat trekam kabalat tip kum kanong kro area hakani kasngi ya kajingalang lapan ya da uke lamare batlayo jingkran na upen biang rembai penhun chulat na kajantia hills pat ya kajing pen smai lale da u general secretary ka sengkmi uba one bone and car Kinong kitkam kanong kro area kilong u president uba Rimyu Nongspong u general secretary uba Ebris Merbo assistant general secretary u Wan Bante Mukim agriculture secretary u Ribing Karsati rengkat bat arphongut kidkhot
Borok situluk kedalang Meghalaya kadeki yang dindap sampusnem Hoi Indonesia ni tadi bagi don talang bak sarkar Kaban hierarki kata cinta sampusnem hanrai hausi ni kum kita kinong yalam kebakit baba ik khiaction kayak im jong rib kejat beri jong beri nya trap nya wasa nim banse ban wan sekali kesinong jong pi kesinong keba bana kesinong keba yo se keba dontang khatsa khasan kilometer national highway ni dapat jing semua komen keba kraw ban yo lat ban don talang bapi mentakasni But habang ipoy sini kesinong jong Hidap dari jinjau umat, haka begeliang, haba ipet, igletik sinking, haki umkor, mobi, kisurok, kit kiwe, kiyeng school, kiyeng hall, kala pen mong yingi. But ngatrai lang baka jing jingkoloy jompi, bani dolang betam bani kit yaba ing jing kebangi lap na kapor kisinong ikaw, haka district, haka jala berok kabay, ngatrai Ninyo ban khay uso ubat yang dapat jingkles tong jong yang pi. Bat habang ba habang irong hakino ginikon hun seng balang. Jadi bas mutho ba kadai ka kam trai man sing ba. Klam da don kanu jing siu lan di ka baisngi. Handai intrei kat kung kapor. Hakino gi por pangi lap bat kinu por ba. Kasinong ka thau pakari bijat bariu kadawa yang di ban mi manan.